Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my NBA 2K25 MyGM series here with the Los Angeles Lakers. I hope you're all doing very well today. We're getting towards the pointy end of the 2027-2028 regular season. We're currently 65-5, looking to obtain the NBA record for most wins in a season. We're a chance of doing it. Whether we do it today or not, I don't know. We're going to be playing against the Orlando Magic today. That is the game which I promised at the end of the last episode. And if you haven't watched this series before, I've got a playlist for the entire series in the description of the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the video as well, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Consider it. I upload these pretty frequently. Now that we've got the admin out of the way, I've made an adjustment to our roster. There was one player on our roster who was a free agent who basically hadn't played for us. We got him basically as a throw-in for a trade at the trade deadline, and it's Aaron Holiday. We've waived Aaron Holiday, and we have brought in Tyus Jones from free agency. We've signed him on a 3-year deal. Obviously, the first season is just the rest of this season, and then 2 years forward going on for next season. So he's just going to be playing some backup point guard for us today. He's actually going to be starting in today's game because LaMelo Ball and Cam Thomas aren't going to be playing. I've decided just to give them a bit of a rest as a bit of a one-off. So we're going to be taking on Orlando with a lineup, if we have a look at it, Trey Jones, Bronny James Jr., or LeBron James Jr., Bronny James as we call him, Brandon Miller, Richard Walsh, and Karl Anthony Towns, who's now back in the lineup, going up against Orlando Magic, who are, I believe, at this point in time, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So, should be quite a matchup. Without further ado, let's get into it. Going into this one, we are playing a rare game in the regular season. It's actually come to my attention that most of the games we've played in this series, they've all been home games, apart from the playoffs. We generally play mainly at home, so it'd be nice to actually play away from, I was about to say the Staples Center. It's not the Staples Center anymore. It's Crypto.com Arena. The Magic have a very interesting run leading up to the end of the season, but I'm very excited to get this game underway. Trey Jones making his Laker debut away from home. Let's have a good game. We win the tip. Very important that we do. I mean, it's not actually game-breaking, but it's still a nice thing that's happened. Trey Jones, a very good playmaker, finds Walsh. Miller in the corner. We get the first bucket on the game. Great ball movement by the Lakers. Now, Ellis, their center. I believe he was the #2 pick at a couple of years. Might have been 2 years ago in the 2026 draft. So, yeah, I think he was the #2 pick. He was a player that we considered drafting. Obviously went against it in the end, as Towns gets the rebound off of that play. Now, Towns, we haven't had a great deal to do with him in the last couple of games. We'll get Walsh in the pick and roll. Kick it out. Miller for another three. Back-to-back threes for Miller. Okay, we get the rebound on the other end. Bronny. Let's get Walsh in a pick and fade. Swing it to the corner. Miller. Double pump. Another missed three. So a couple of missed threes in a row for the Lakers now. Not a fantastic start. Banchero's just going to get to the rim far too easily. He now has a quick 5. Another missed shot for the Magic. Gary finds Collier in the corner again. Not going to go for it. Gary's going to set the screen. Actually, we'll just post up the guard. That's what we'll do. Bronny's open for 3. That is a terrible release. But it goes in a little early. And Walsh has 5 assists in the first quarter. Okay, Towns back in the game for Walsh. We're going to give him a bit of a rest. We've basically involved him on almost every play. Towns, 3 in the corner, can't get it to go. So 3-point shooting been a little inconsistent so far. Banchero for 3, knocks it down, scores tied. Good defense. Okay, final possession. We should go into the quarter time break with the lead. Collier gets to the rim. Don't know what I just said, but it's a bucket. Now I've got 5 seconds to not do anything silly. Ooh, good defense. Lakers lead by 3 at quarter time. First quarter stats for the Lakers. Bronny James leading the way with 8 points, 2 boards and an assist. 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. Been very happy with his output. Damian Collier, excuse me. 7 points, 3 boards. Again, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep. Very similar work to Bronny, except he only did it in 8 minutes. Brandon Miller hit a couple of threes to get the game going for us. He's been pretty good defensively as well. Towns hasn't shot his best, but he's got a couple of boards. Walsh has been not great shooting the ball, but he's got 6 assists to start the game. Does also have a couple of turnovers, just something to keep an eye on. Gary, 0 for 3 from the field, an assist, not great. And then Tyus Jones. Trey Jones, I always get them mixed up, has missed a 3 and has a rebound. Not too bad in his first game for a Laker. And for the Magic, Banchero has been leading the scoring for the Magic. He's into double digits already. Wagner's been good. Anthony Black's been good. Kuz off the bench has been interesting. And apart from those guys, nobody else really contributing a great deal. Former Laker Dennis Schroeder on the bench. Any other former Lakers that I can see? Not that I can see here. But yeah, Tyson Ellis was a top 2 pick in not last year's draft, the year before. So yeah, he's having a very good second season. Just a shade under 50, 40, 90. So he's a very good prospect out of Stanford. Hopefully we can get some good opposition out of him later on. Team-wise, it's been a pretty poor shooting performance for both teams, to be honest. Nobody's shooting above 42% from the field. It has been pretty ugly so far. The biggest lead was 8, which was when it was 8-0. But it's been pretty competitive since then, to be perfectly honest. We haven't given up. I mean, we're actually leading the offensive rebounds, which, that never happens. But fast break points, they've got more of. We're basically leading everything else. I'm pretty happy with how we've played. Let's get into the second quarter. Time to heat up. Let's get into the second quarter. Tyus Jones guarding Nikola Topic, who didn't really play for OKC in his rookie season, then found his way onto the Magic. We finally get the rebound there. Walsh back into the game for the Lakers. Collier trying to get to the rim, doesn't. We have a mismatch. That means post up, wait for the double, launch a 3, and we're supposed to knock it down. Brown trying to get by Collier. Oh, good steal. Okay, Jones, what are you doing? Give it up. Post up Kuz. Should be able to get a bucket here. How is that not a foul? We get the offensive rebound, fortunately. Okay. Can we pick and roll with Towns? That'd be nice. Get Towns a bucket. We haven't seen one from him in a while. We haven't seen a bucket from Jones either. He hits a 3. Magic call timeout. Jet Howard coming off the screen for 3. Can't get his shot to go either. So a couple of dead possessions for the Magic. Walsh is going to be down low by himself. Just tips it in. He's got 6, 5, and 9. Going with a real big lineup now. We've got Towns at the 4, Gary at the 5, Walsh at the 3, which is a definitely very interesting size. I just realized we got Pokusevski in the game. Gary for 3, knocks it down. That's a second 3 we've hit ever with the Gazman. He's got like a 53 ball. It's not very high whatsoever. But if we can get the perfect release, he can score buckets. And he's got like a 90 mid-range, so that's why I felt relatively confident taking that shot. Brown, guarded by Bronny. Poku sets a strong screen. Trey Jones gets the rebound. Bronny. Can we just post up Poku? Because he's not the strongest guy in the world. Nobody's coming. Dunk it in his face! Suppose we'll post up Poku on the other end, because he cannot keep up with us whatsoever. We get another dunk. Nice and easy. 8 points in the paint for Walsh now. I think the only 2 other points is his free throws. But I'm not sure if free throws count as points in the paint. I'm assuming they don't. And Franz Wagner just turns around, gets the easy jumper to go. Having a... With Gary on the perimeter, that does cause a few issues, but hopefully it's not a consistent issue. Jones, what a screen! Oh, they had to foul. That was an excellent screen by Gary. I would have just taken the layup, but I was like, no, Gary deserves those points. 6 points is the margin. Just under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Gary swings it to Walsh in the corner. He's actually on fire. Let's drive to the basket. Go up strong. Finish with the left hand. We do. I think Walsh is leading the way with 14. If not, it might be Miller off. Actually, Miller might have 12 or 11. I'm not sure at this stage. But it's been a pretty even scoring lows. Banchero has a wide open jumper, which we somehow butcher the rebound of. Just under a minute to go in the first half. Ooh, Gary has a mismatch, but I don't actually like it that much. Let's go. Gary in a screen. Can't get it, although it does work, sort of. Walsh now has 16, 6 and 11 in the first half. Brown's coming off the screen on the other side. Banchero tries to go over Towns. Can't. Towns only has 2 points. Wow. All right. 20 seconds. Shot clock is on our side. We have Ellis. A couple of top 2 picks on our side. We get another slam. 8-point lead. We had it over double digits at one stage. It's not going to be double digits if the Magic have their way. Banchero for 3. 8-point game at halftime. Looking at the halftime stats for the Orlando Magic. Franz Wagner, 13 points in the half. Paolo Banchero, pretty quiet in that second quarter. Only the 2 points on 5 shots. Really good defensive work by us. Sidney Brown doing not too bad. Anthony Black has the 6 points, 4 assists. Campbell, I don't really know where he came from. He was a 22nd overall pick in the 2025 draft. He's not too bad. Can't shoot threes, but he's there. He's got 5 rebounds. Ellis still hasn't scored, which is a little bit disappointing. And Poku even got some minutes as well, so good for him. In terms of the Lakers, that was a much better performance shooting from the field. I would hope we are shooting better than 42% in a quarter. Walsh has been the leading man this game so far. 18 points, 6 boards, 11 assists, 2 steals, and 2 turnovers. 7 of 13 shooting, and including 0 of 2 from the 3-point line. How did he actually get stats-wise that quarter? 16, 4, and 5. Pretty good. Brandon Miller, I mean, he's only missed the 1 shot. He's been very good shooting from the 3-point line. Damian Collier, we probably could take less threes from him. He's currently 1 for 6, but does have the 9 points, 3 boards. Bronny's been good in the minutes he's played. Gary hit a couple of jumpers in that quarter. Very happy with his work. And then Jones and Towns. Towns has only taken the 4 shots for 2 points and 5 boards. Does have a block to his name in Tyus Jones. 3 and 5 in his Laker debut. And then stats-wise, or for the team, leading most metrics, we've got... The only ones we're not leading is fast break points, which we don't really score points on the fast break anyway. And then steals and blocks. Other than that, it's all ours. I mean, turnovers, but, you know, that's fine. All right, the dunk squad has come out and put on a show at halftime. All the trampolines and mats are away. Time for the real show to get underway in the second half. Banchero finds Black on the inside. Great cut to the basket. And an excellent start for the Orlando Magic, getting that early points, I should say, in the second half. Let's get some buckets out of Towns. He's been pretty quiet so far. Jones, that's a little too deep to shoot. So let's reset the pick and fade with Towns. If we can get a shot with Jones off the jumper, we can't get it to go. So we probably should have just gone to Towns straight away. But hopefully he doesn't get dunked on here. Good contest in front of Banchero. We get the rebound. Brandon Miller, he is very good off the dribble, as we have seen many a time this series. And to prove it once again, we knock down that jumper. Oh, great steal by Miller. What a grab from the sky that was. Oh, Gary for 3 was tempting in transition. We're not going to do it, though. Miller has a center in front of him. He's got Ellis. Goes up with a layup. Gets the and 1. Now a 12-point game. Starting lineup back in the game. Banchero has already hit a 3 out of a timeout in this game so far. Tried the play again. Didn't work out. Towns is all by himself. Let's just launch the 3. Knock it down. His first 3 of the ball game. But Towns, yes. Well, we can talk about Towns for a little bit. Going into next season, He has a 1-year deal with a team option for the 2nd year. Draw the foul with Walsh. We'll go to the foul line. But yeah, I think next year is just under 40 million, I think. And then I think it's like a 38 or 39 million. And then the final year is like 36 or something like that. So depending on, how we go in the draft and what free agency is looking like, that could be a tradable contract. So I think he's going to be 33 or 34 next season. That might be something we do. I don't know at this stage, but obviously we don't sort of want to repeat with the Anthony Davis situation because we traded Anthony Davis away and then Brooklyn won the finals and he won finals MVP. That was a little embarrassing. So we'd rather avoid that if possible. Can we just get the ball to Walsh, please? That's what I was trying to do. Give it up to Bronny. He's got space. Can't get the 3 to go. Okay, after the score on the other end, we need to get that basket back. Let's go pick and roll with Towns. We'll kick to the corner to the hot man. Miller for another 3, knocks it down again. I don't know how many threes he has on the game, but now has 26 points. He has been very good so far. And Walsh has got quite a large amount of assists now. He's also been very good. 15 assists for the power forward. That has to be a career high. I have no idea. Black for 3. That's not good. Jones, we need to get him an assist. He's our backup point guard and he hasn't got an assist in this game. We'll hand off to Towns. Let's give it back. Let's go pick and fade with Towns. There we go. Get it to him. Take the 3. Oh, he's missed, unfortunately. 25, 5, and 16 for Walsh. Another mid-range jumper. He's doing his best Brandon Miller impression. Couldn't get that one to go. Brown. Oh, that is terrible transition defense, guys. I know we're up by 12, but we got to do better than that. Let's try again. We should probably get Brandon Miller more involved in the game, considering he's only missed like 2 shots in the entire game. Walsh. We'll kick to... Oh, great pass. Oh, Towns, you busted it. And then Brown, don't hit a 3. Thank you. Towns has 10 rebounds now. That's going great. Bronny. Oh, don't actually shoot that. Oh, that's the turnover. I should have just shot it out of the post with Walsh is what I should have done. But anyway, you live and you learn. Miller's in the corner, which is promising. It's where we go. He knocks down another 3. 18 points in the 3rd quarter. And I'm pretty sure that is all courtesy of the 3-point line. It's just 3s after 3s after 3s. Walsh gets the strong finish inside. Draws the foul. Going back to the foul line. Knocks down another free throw. I think that's 11 for 11 now. I haven't looked, so I don't know. But he's hit a lot of free throws this game. Definitely above season average. Miller trying to stay on Jet Howard. Anthony Black, another strong basket at the rim. He's been exceptional. Okay. Walsh, I don't think we'll play him in the 4th. There's no real reason to. Let's get another 3 with Miller. Off the screen. He hits it again. 32 points. 3 boards. Only the 1 assist. It's been pretty... You occasionally get games like this. I think Nikola Jovic had a game like this. Might have been in Season 1 or Season 2. I don't remember. Where he was like 10 for 11 from deep. He was exceptional. But yeah. This is just fun. It's just fun when your players do well. Okay. Let's go Towns in the pick and roll. Actually, we'll just put it up with ourselves. Oh, we should have passed it. Not good. Okay. Let's not concede a basket. Let's not get it within 10 before 3-quarter time. Black, he wants to get to the rim. Oh no, he's taking a 3. Okay, we're a chance here to get another basket. Towns, it's up to you. Draws the foul. Well, he doesn't draw the foul, but he gets it. And it's going to stay 14 points at 3-quarter time. 3-quarter time, Banchero, 23, 5, and 2. 4 of 6 from deep. He's been really good. Anthony Black's having one of his great games, 19 and 7. How's his career gone so far? Pretty good. He had a really good season here. He shot flat 50s across the season. 59% from the field, 50% from deep, 54% from free throw line. That's really hard to say. Franz Wagner, I always get him and Mo Wagner confused. Brown, pretty good career so far. 88 overall, wow. Kuzma, I haven't seen a great deal of him. Ellis finally scored at one stage. And then the rest of the stats down here. Corey Kispert deserves to be playing. He's a good player. I really like Corey Kispert. I wish he was on the Cavs, to be honest. And then for the Lakers, Brandon Miller, 32, 3 and 1. Also has the steal in there. He's only missed one shot. 12, 13, 7 and 8. That's not what I'm saying. 12 for 13 from the field, 7 for 8 from the three-point line. Also hit a free throw, which is great. How many points in that quarter? 8 for 8 from the field in that quarter. 4 for 4 from deep. That is exceptional. Walsh, I think he's done for the night. 28, 6 and 18, 2 steals. The 2 turnovers early weren't promising, but it's been good. It's been really good. 10 free throws, 2 offensive rebounds. 76 points responsible for is hilarious. Towns, I mean, apart from our top 2 guys who have combined for 60, everybody else pretty quiet. Towns is 4 from 11, including 1 for 5 from deep. Collier didn't play that last quarter. We'll get him some minutes now. Bronny's been pretty good. He might be a chance for either like a 6th man of the year or most improved or something like that. Because I've been really pleased with how he's played. And then Gary, will get him some minutes in the final quarter as well. All right, here we go. The Gazman's back in, as is Collier. And first order of business, pick and roll. Actually, no, we'll get it to Towns. Gary was not in a position to shoot, but Towns hopefully will be. Gets fouled by Coos. Okay, Miller for 3. He's still on. Hundreds up for the Lakers. Good defense. Good contest by Towns. Jones has 10 rebounds. Okay. Why'd they all stop running? Guys, what are we doing here? Drive. Oop. Collier for another 3. If you take lots, they'll all go in eventually. Topic wide open for 3. Miller has another rebound. He has 5 now. Alright, just run the break, guys. Okay, drive right. Go up with the right hand. Finish strong. Has 39 on the game. Jones, 3, 10, and 2. Solid debut. Gary cutting to the basket. Finish inside. He does finally. He's finally got something outside of a jump shot and a free throw. Brandon Miller directing traffic. And deservedly so. He is very good. Let's go. Oh, Coos. We get him in the air. We get the layup. Brandon Miller now has 40. Cam Johnson's come into the game for old time's sake. Just for the sake of nostalgia. You know, he was on the team for about 3 months at the start of the save file. And now he's going to be back probably until the end of the season. Towns finally hits a 3. And he's finally got a double-double. I don't know how many 3s he's missed, but we finally get one to go in. Jones now has 5 assists as well, as we now lead by 16 points with just over 5 minutes to go in the 4th. Topic for 3, gets the 3 points right back for the Magic. He's actually played quite well in these last couple of minutes. Played well in the 3rd quarter as well, to be fair. Towns, roll to the basket. You have one job in life. Be strong, finish hard. 14 on the game for Towns. Magic called timeout, and it's now back over double digits. Banchero being guarded by Collier, which makes me a little sick. I don't like any of this. Okay, don't foul. Okay, at least we didn't foul. That is something. Banchero has sort of come alive in the last couple of quarters. They're doing the full court press, which means it's either a 3 or a layup. We get a layup. Trey Jones, after not having an assist for a while, might be a sneaky triple-double case here. But I don't know why Collier is guarding Banchero. We stopped the offensive rebound, which is good. Trey Jones has the ball. Let's get Towns. Actually, let's get Johnson in the pick and fade. As I said, unlikely hero. Takes the 3. Bounces around for a bit and hits it. Jones. Ooh, not on. Minute and a half to go. Oh, Towns has space. We take the long two. That one goes down. Back out to a 16-point game. W should be safely secured now. They've missed their last handful of shots. We'll give it to Brandon Miller, actually. No, we'll give it back. Kick it to Cam Johnson in the corner. Put the three up. He makes it again. 19 points is the lead with just under a minute to go. Jones has 5, 10, and 10. I don't know. I think all 10 of those assists have come this quarter. That is hilarious. Not by design, even. All right, Jones. Let's make the last play to get a triple-double. Excuse me. There's the 7 points. We are triple-double hunting. We just need Jones to hit a 3, and we're there. Or we could get 2 layups, but I don't think we've got enough time. Okay. We might have enough time. We have the 2 for 1 if we can get it up the court fast enough. Okay. Trey Jones just finished strong at the rim. Okay, we got 9. There's 9. They have to take a shot, otherwise there'll be a shot clock violation. So we are a chance at a triple-double here. Oh, that is terrible defense. I don't even care. Okay. This is the grossest triple-double I have ever attempted. All right, pick and roll. Trey Jones is going to get to the rim. He has a triple-double. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh. That is the most blatant example of running up the score and stat padding I have ever seen. But we reach our goal, we beat the Magic, and we win by 21 in the end. Brandon Miller is the 2K player of the game. He didn't even need 50 to get that done. Kind of surprising. I thought Richard Walsh might have gotten it, but that is okay. Brandon Miller did have an exceptional game. He only missed 1 shot in the end. We'll have a look at the Lakers stats in a sec, but Paolo Banchero, 29, 7, and 2. Really good performance out of him. Normally, when we play these games, we generally keep either the Stars have a really, really good game, or they have a terrible game. But Banchero was really good. Anthony Black was a really pleasant surprise. He had 15 points in the second half. 9 for 15 from the field, 7 assists, was really good. Franz Wagner basically had 19, 5, and 5, steal and a block. 40 minutes played, he was really good. Brown wasn't too bad. Topic only had the 16 minutes, but had 7 and 2. And then Tyson Ellis was a little disappointing, considering his draft status. Kuz, Campbell, Jet Howard all got minutes, as well as Poku. Brandon Miller, 16 for 17 from the field, 8 of 9 from 3, 41 points, 7 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Fantastic offensive effort. Walsh only played the 31 minutes, not out of any real necessity. We just didn't play him in the fourth quarter. 28, 6, and 18. I thought he was our best player. But Miller obviously had a really good game as well. Towns was really good, 18 and 14. 2 of 9 from deep's a little disappointing, but you know, you are going to have some off nights. Trey Jones in his Laker debut got a triple-double. I wasn't expecting that. How many? He got 9 assists in the fourth quarter. He had 8, 2, and 9 in the fourth. Oh, that is hilarious. He had 8, 5, and 10 in the second half. That's great. Collier, not his best shooting game. 1 for 8 from deep wasn't great, but he's just under 30% now. But he would have been over 30% on the season heading into this game. Bronny, pretty quiet, but you know, not too bad. And Gary, 3 of 9 from the field, not his best work, but did hit a 3, which you know is nice when that happens. And Cam Johnson, you know, hit a couple of 3s as well. What are his stats now? Oh, look at that. Look at those stats. 83% on the season. I think that's 6 or 7 from deep. Yes, 5 or 6, excuse me. Yeah, that's awesome. 17 threes on the game to 9, 54% from the field. Ended up shooting 80% from the free-throw line. I know we were 12 for 13 from the foul line at one stage. But really good performance. Biggest lead was at the end of the game, which always makes me happy and warm on the inside. Bench points were good. Second chance points were good. We probably could have stopped them on the fast break a little bit more. We did have a few buckets towards the end of the game that were a little bit silly, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I thought both teams played really well. Orlando, obviously the number one team in the East. And heading into the playoffs, I think we have a good chance of facing them should we make it to the NBA Finals. Now that we have played the Orlando Magic, I am going to simulate the rest of the season. We are currently 66-5. So you'd think that our chance of getting the all-time wins record in the regular season is pretty high. Weirder things have happened from this point. You know, we've seen the 73-9 Warriors lose a 3-1 series lead, you know, against the Cavs. You know, I'm just bringing it up because I'm a Cavs fan and I can. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to rotate the starting five around a fair bit heading into the playoffs. There's only a month to go, so I'm just trying to eliminate injuries as much as I can. So we're going to simulate this first week, and then we're going to see how it goes. We beat the Blazers, and then we beat the Spurs by a lot, and then lose to the Blazers again. So we'll have a look at this first game. We win by 4 at home, which was great. We have 2 players foul out. Walsh was very good. Miller was very good. Towns was also good. And then we had LaMelo, who wasn't fantastic. Bronny had 7 turnovers, which isn't great. Anybody for the Blazers? Kawhi Leonard. I forgot he was on the Blazers. He's on the Blazers now. But nobody really stood out for them. Sharp had a double-double, so that's something, I suppose. In the next game against the Spurs, which is also a home game, you can see Brandon Miller, 42, 7 and 5, 3 steals. Walsh was on a 5x5 watch, but never got it. 32, 5, 10, 4, and 3. Also had 4 fouls. Karl-Anthony Towns had 29 and 13. LaMelo fouled out with 26, 5, and 11 with 3 steals. And then we were away in Portland. We got blown out, quite plain and simple. Anthony Simons, 21 minutes, 23 points off the bench. Shaden Sharp, 31 and 8, was really good. Williamson, who was their top draft pick a couple of seasons ago, in season 1 actually, he was with the first draft, I should say. He was a rookie in season 2. He was number 4 overall pick, having a pretty good career. A little bit of a down year in terms of percentages, but not too bad overall. And then Benedict Mathurin, obviously former player of ours. He having a pretty good year in Portland. Career high in points, rebounds, not in shooting splits, but still having a very good season. We had LaMelo get a triple-double, but Walsh wasn't that great. Miller fouled out. Bronny was okay. And then Towns fouled it out as well. So not great, but hopefully I don't know what I'm going to do with the starting lineup. I'll play around with it a little bit, and then we'll get into our next set of simulation games. All right, getting back into the simulation, I've just benched Walsh for the next week. So we've brought in Cam Thomas. He's now going to be playing at the 3. Miller at the 4. Towns at the 5. As per usual, just leave Chester Malone. He is currently recovering from an injury, but considering he's not a key part of the rotation, I'm not going to worry about it too much. We win our next 3 against the Celtics, against the Raptors, against the Pelicans. I don't know why I forgot to speak then. 5 games to go. We are a chance at going 76-6, which is great. We also have a chance of blowing all of our games. It's really a mixed bag, but we'll simulate. I'm just going to simulate the rest of the season, see what happens. We're 73-6. Brandon Miller has a sprained left ankle. I'm going to leave it for now. We get the all-time wins record, ironically, by beating the Golden State Warriors. That is hilarious. It was a home game. We finish 75-7. I don't know why we're on David Robinson. We complete some tasks, which is great. We'll get into all that in a minute. Luka Doncic wins MVP, 35, 9.7 rebounds, 11 assists. Pretty good shooting splits. It's his 3rd MVP in 3 years because Anthony Edwards, I think, won it last season. And he's trying to average as many triple-doubles as he can, but these last 5 years, he's only been able to do it once. But even, for his career, he's 39-9. That's pretty good. Anyway, Rookie of the Year, I dare say, would be Richard Walsh. And yes, it is. No surprise there. 20.8 points per game, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2.6 blocks per game. 48.3% from the field, 90% from the foul line, 40% from deep. Very good rookie season. Was it worth selling our soul and trading Nikola Jovic? Probably. But we might get him back in the offseason. Who knows? David Robinson is the 6th man of the year. Now, he was the top draft pick in I keep saying season 1, but he was the first season's draft is basically what I'm trying to say. But he not starting for Charlotte. I can't think who would be starting. Maybe Nick Smith Jr. I don't even know who's on Charlotte's roster anymore. But he does very well. Well done to him. Wemby gets Defensive Player of the Year for the 4th time, what it feels like. Let's check. 3rd time. That's right, he got injured in the 2nd season. So he, really good stats. Bronny gets Most Improved, 12.3 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, just under 1.5 steals, and just under a block per game. Clutch Player of the Year is Ja Morant, who is also a free agent, so sneaky. JJ Redick gets Coach of the Year, and yours truly, for the 3rd time in 4 years, gets Executive of the Year. All NBA first team is Doncic, Jokic, Halliburton, LaMelo, and Ja Morant. So LaMelo doesn't make All-Star, gets All NBA first team. Makes sense. All NBA second team, Wemby, Giannis, Amen Thompson. That's surprising. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's currently got a broken toe, and Brandon Miller, who had a very good season, clearly. 28 a game. Just under 8 boards, 5 assists. Really good defensive and shooting splits. He couldn't quite stay over the 50% shooting from 3, unfortunately. And all NBA third team, Trae Young, Jalen Brunson, Richard Walsh. Our rookie made it to the all NBA third team. I'm very happy with that. Zion Williamson and Scotty Barnes. All defensive team, Wemby, Asar Thompson, Jackie Williamson, and Chet Holmgren. Richard Walsh made second team all defense. I'm actually not expecting that. I'm assuming he made all rookie first team as well, but we'll cover that in a minute. And then Giannis, Isaiah Jackson, and Evan Mobley. All rookie first team. Collier made it. That's awesome. Walsh, Corey Gray, who was the 28th pick. Ricky Wesley was the 3rd pick. And Lamar Phillips, who was a undrafted player. And then Damian Collier ended up season-wise with 4.5 points. Just under 2 rebounds and assists. Good defensive numbers. Just under 30% from 3, 13 minutes a game. Pretty happy with his output. And then all rookie second team, Chester Malone. I don't know how many games he played, but he wouldn't have played that many games. And then Brent George. Again, I don't know how many games he would have played, but he wouldn't have played that many. Lance Conley, who was the 23rd overall pick. Darren Goodwin, who was the last pick of the first round, and Bradley Daniels, who was also a first round pick, had really good shooting splits. Terrible from the foul line, but really good from everywhere else. And the playoff picture is now here. I don't know who we're going to play in the first round. What are the options? We got Houston, OKC, Denver, and Portland. The only team we haven't played in the playoffs out of these 4 is Houston. And they're the top seed, so they're the most likely to go through, you would think, but we'll wait and see what happens. And then out east, it's Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit. So I guess I'll simulate the play-in. Towns has got a sore right knee, sure. We're going to play OKC in the playoffs again. That's the thing that happened. Houston are going to play Dallas as the 7th seed. And then in the east, Atlanta and Chicago make it through. So here is your bracket for the playoffs for this upcoming playoff series, I suppose, in 2028. Brooklyn, last year's champions, are the 5 seed. Indiana, who have lost in the finals twice, are the 2 seed. And then the Timberwolves, who made the finals last year, did not make the playoffs, apparently. Let's have a look at that. I didn't even consider that. They must have dropped off big time. Oh, they did. They're in the lottery. I don't think we have their pick, but I reckon they might have their pick. They lost their last 4 to not qualify for the playoffs. That is terrible news. What a season. Dallas is the 2 seed. Spurs, Memphis, Jazz, Warriors, Rockets, OKC, Denver, and Trailblazers. Also, they're now draft lottery teams. New Orleans, with Zion as a free agent, could be interesting. Timberwolves miss out. Phoenix miss out. Devin Booker Josh Giddey and Rob Dillingham are all free agents. Sacramento and the Clippers. The Clippers are just poor Clippers. But anyway, in the East, Orlando, Indiana, Milwaukee, Toronto, Brooklyn, Miami, Atlanta, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit. Boston missed the playoffs again. Apart from that, no other real surprises. I would like to see the Hornets move a bit further up in the NBA just because they've got so many of our draft picks. We have given them so many draft picks and they're just not making the playoffs ever. That is quite funny. We'll look at the league leaders now. We can see that Luka Doncic gets the scoring title. Halliburton's in second. Jalen Brunson played all 82, ended up in third, averaging 31 points a game. Very, very good. Brandon Miller, 28 a game for us, led our scoring. Cam Thomas was good. LaMelo's down here. Any other of our players? I suppose, I can't think of his name. Richard Walsh would be the other one. Rob Dillingham's in the top 28, top 30. Walsh is 29th. Towns, I don't think he may not have played enough games to qualify, so I dare say he didn't qualify, unfortunately. Nobody averaged 10 rebounds a game? Did Towns not average 10 rebounds? Can we have a look at that? Maybe he just didn't play enough games to qualify. Maybe that's a thing that people need. Okay, so nobody that played the right amount of games got 10 rebounds a game. That seems low. 3 guys led the league in assists, averaging 10.6 assists a game. Steals leader was LaMelo. Blocks leader, Jackie Williamson. I can't see any of our guys in the top 10. Turnovers was LaMelo. And then fouls was also LaMelo. That's not too surprising. Who made the most threes this season? I'm guessing it'll either be Luka, and now that Steph is retired, maybe Halliburton. It is Luka, 366 threes, so no record broken this year. I think it got broken last year, if I remember correctly. Brandon Miller in second, Halliburton in third, Dillingham in fourth, Jordan Hawkins, of all people, in fifth. Did he just not shoot anything else other than threes? He's averaging 17 a game. Reece Shea in sixth, Keontae George in seventh, Darius Garland, Dalton Connect averaging 19 a game in Minnesota. What a guy. Damon Galloway, his third season in the league, number 1 pick from season 1, 24, 5 and 5. Not too bad. Nikola Jovic, career high in everything basically in Utah, 16 points a game, top 20 in threes made, and then Nikola Jokic appropriately right underneath him. And these are the team stats before we wrap things up for today. We can see Brandon Miller, 28 a game, led the way for us. Cam Thomas, also just under 28 a game. LaMelo, 26, 7.5, and 11. I still can't believe he wasn't an all-star. Richard Walsh played just an absurd amount of minutes. I mean, he actually played less minutes, technically speaking, than Brandon Miller, but just an absurd amount of minutes. And then Karl-Anthony Towns actually led the team in minutes, but only played 55 games. But was very good. MVP of the team, I'd probably have to give it to LaMelo, but what an awesome way to end the regular season. Bronny, career highs across the board, was very good. Trey Jones, just a cameo appearance in the 12 games he played for us. Really good per 36 stats for the season. 11, 5 and 5 is really good. Collier played all 82 as a rookie, 13 minutes a game. Not bad, playing behind both Cam Thomas and Bronny. Hopefully we can get him some more opportunities next season. Chester Malone just played the 69 games due to injury. Kent Gary played a career high 40 games, I believe. I don't think he played that many last season. Let's have a look. How many games did he play? Played 26 last season, including 4 starts this year. Good for him. But his per 36 is way down. We probably used him a bit more in-game last year than we did this year. And then our other bench guys just sort of hung around a little bit. Did bits and pieces here and there, but most of these guys that only played a handful of minutes will probably move on next season, I dare say. I'm pretty happy with how we've sort of wrapped the season up. I am nervous because last year in the playoffs we blew it, and I don't want a repeat of that. So hopefully, we were the number 1 seed last year. We lost to the Denver Nuggets in round 1, and then we had to go and rebuild. So anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. And the next episode will be out very shortly. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And feel free to leave a comment as well on what your favorite part of the series and this season has been so far. I'll see you guys then. Bye!